keynote speaker is UIAT's very own Nony Abrajano. He is currently the chairman of the Philippine American Community Action Group, Chairman Emeritus of the NAFA Region 2, board member, the FBI Multicultural Alumni Association. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nony Abrajano.
Thank you very much, Loida. I'm so humbled to be here in front of you and being chosen to introduce our keynote speaker tonight. It is a great privilege to know this young gentleman, a handsome gentleman, so to speak, very, very close friend and close friend of the community as well. Honorable Glenn R. Davis, newly elected member of the Virginia House of Delegate, 84th District, a very successful businessman and entrepreneur who owns a telecommunication management firm, the Converge Incorporated in Virginia Beach. Formerly a Virginia Beach City Councilman representing Rose Hall District. Honored by the Inside Business magazine in 2006 as one of the region's 40 under 40 top business leaders. He received numerous business awards all throughout his business career. In 2010, he was awarded by the Regent University the Entrepreneurial Excellence Award. He was a graduate of the Green Run High School and then proceed to take his degree at George Mason University. As a small business owner, Honorable Davis knows how important it is to set goals, balance a budget, and live within our means. That same business sense is what he brought to his career in public service. Glenn believes in public service and worked in the General Assembly as a legislative aide to Governor Bob McDonnell and State Senator Frank Wagner when they each served in the House of Delegates. In 2008, Virginia Beach voters elected Glenn to serve as the Virginia Beach City Councilman, where he focused on job creation and government accountability. He was re-elected for a second term in a landslide in 2011. He volunteers and serves on several worthwhile organizations, giving back to the community he loves. He got elected to the Virginia House of Delegates 84th District this last election. Glenn and his wife, Shell, are very active in the Republican Party and serve in various capabilities and capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you a very good and dear friend and close to our hearts in our Filipino-American community, the one and only Honorable Glenn R. Davis, with our warmest welcome into our midst with his wife, Shell. Let's give that big hand.
Well, first I have to thank Nony for that introduction. I think I'm going to take you with me everywhere I go, Nony. Well, first I'd like to thank the UIAT for allowing me to be with you this evening. And Dr. Bibe and the rest of the officers, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this evening. And congratulations on your 39th ball. It truly is just amazing to see this organization that started back in 1975 continue on to do so much for the community of Virginia Beach and the Filipino community. And that's kind of what I wanted to share with you tonight is what I've learned from the Filipino community and the UIAT over the years. I was first welcomed into the Filipino community and the UIAT back in 2006. I first met Nony, and I've got to know Nony and so many of you very, very well over the years. And I've learned a lot and shared so much of it with other groups around the city when I was on city council. And some of it personally, I realized that kind of drove some stuff home. Like the first thing I realized is women do really make the men look good and do make everything happen. I mean, I tell you, so I always thought it was just my wife that had more energy than me, but you look on the floor and most of the women put the event together here tonight, and I'm kind of tired a little bit, and a lot of the guys are kind of tired, but all these women are up on the floor dancing, and there's more energy. It's like the night's just beginning for the ladies here. So to the ladies in the house that really do put this community stuff together and to help everyone else, thank you so much for everything you do. And what I've learned also over the years is really what community really is. And I don't think it's more defined than in the UIAT and the Filipino community. It truly is. It's when organizations come to me and say, Glenn, how do we get stuff accomplished and how do we get support for different things? I said, you got to come together. There's so many pieces. You look at the UIAT and it's 18 different organizations that come together. And it comes together on a couple of different fronts. It comes together with love. It comes together with support and influence and power and accomplishment. When there's a tragedy anywhere in the Philippines, I don't get invited to an event for one organization that happens to have members that were impacted and have family over in the Philippines. I get invited to an event where I see all of you and so many others that come together to support each other and to support all the families that are back over there in the Philippines. And it's everyone coming together, and when there's a tragedy here or someone passes away, it's not just a couple of people, it's the whole community that comes together in support. I always tell people, I share when I come to Filipino events and things like this, I'm Italian. And I feel just right at home because when I went to family events, in an Italian family, it's all about food and family. And that's what this community is too. It's all about food and family. Now, I do admit y'all do a lot more dancing than we did in the Italian families. So I'm still learning that because I haven't got that down yet. But it's so much more when you look at the influence and the effect on the community around you. Phil-Am Day. When we come to Phil-Am Day, and when I used to come as a council member, it was one of the largest events in the city of Virginia Beach. And it wasn't because one organization came together, it's because the whole community came together. All of UIAT came together and so many other organizations to put it on to allow other communities in Virginia Beach and the Hampton Roads region to share in it. And so when there was an opportunity for the city of Virginia Beach to recognize the Filipino community as part of our 50th anniversary, we couldn't recognize every community that existed in Virginia Beach. But what really shone out was the Filipino community because of everyone coming together. It's had such an impact going back to 50 years ago when we first started. And you look at how many veterans of our military are still in this community that were back then active and supporting our country and defending the freedoms we enjoy here today. And so many of them are here. And then you look at how much over the years Virginia Beach has changed and how diverse we've become because of this community. So what I've learned and what I've tried to share with other groups is look to the Filipino community, look to the UIAT, because as you try to accomplish things, it truly is the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. 18 different groups could never have accomplished individually what this organization has accomplished since 1975. And I think it's a testament to what a community can do together. So that's why I love coming to these types of organizations and groups and to spend an evening with you. Because I get to see what my grandmother told me and my great-grandmother used to tell me when our families were so big and our aunties and our uncles were all lived in the same area and we all got together and it would take up a whole house in the backyard when the families got together. And when I come here, it's all family. And it's great to see this and it's so great, and I wish so much that other communities had this to share that y'all shared. So I just want to congratulate you again on your 39th celebration of the UIAT. It is an amazing feat, and I want to congratulate you on how much y'all have accomplished over the last 39 years. Thank you so much. God bless, and have a wonderful rest of your celebration.